Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin and today we are playing with the Oden's Eye collab with Angelica Nyqvist. This is the Hela palette. So if you are interested in this palette or you just want to hang out, it's been a while since I've done some makeup on my channel. I feel like I've been doing more like commentary on makeup lately. So if you want to play with some makeup, get along, get ready with me, or just, you know, throw me on the background, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I really hope you consider clicking that subscribe button. I upload 2 times a week on Wednesdays and Sundays. It's totally free. Subscribe, and I would love to have you back here on the channel. All right, so let's talk about the palette. Here is the outside. I love the concept that they did with death and it being black and white on the outside, and also this like half and half split. The artwork is incredible, just incredible. Like the packaging alone. Whoa. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm trying to do a low buy this year, so I've been very selective, but one of the things I said was if there was something that was limited edition like this, that I wasn't gonna, you know, deprive myself of that. So far this year I've bought the Surge palette just because there was a sale from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I haven't done a video yet. Let me know if you want to see that. The mystery box from Lunar Beauty, I'll link that. And then I just did a TJ Maxx haul. I got a couple palettes in that, I'll link that. But that's really been my only purchases this year, so I felt okay about getting this, especially because it's a limited edition collab. And here's the inside. So it's the same artwork, but all in color. How gorgeous is that? I'm not sure who does the artwork for Oden's Eye, but they just kill it. It's beautiful. It's, you know, this is like a display piece that, speaking of TJ Maxx, I get a lot of those, like, they're meant to be for letters, I think, for mail, but I actually put these in my palettes and it gives it like something behind it to prop it up so that you can display these if you're someone looking to display your palettes. It has a mirror in it. I will say, I don't think I would ever use this mirror just because, oh hi, you see all my, my filming stuff. It's really small. Like, it's not the size of this whole thing, right? It's just really tiny in the middle. So you definitely can do your makeup in it. It's a very high quality mirror. I always know that because there are certain mirrors, when I hold them up and look at myself, I go, oh, I didn't see that in my regular mirror, and now I see that and see I need to tweak some things. But actually my makeup turned out really fire today. My complexion's really good. I tried a new complexion combo that is really working for me. I'll leave all the details in the description box. But anyway, this is about the palette. Here is the color story. It's a very like greeny but pink. And I love how she did the color story of, you know, like the life and death. I think the theming is everything here. So there is the palette, and this already sold out once, and I'm so glad I snagged it because I was thinking about waiting for the restock because I knew she said there would be a restock if it sold out, but I wanted that dang scarf, and you could get the scarf free if you were one of the first people to buy this. I didn't wear it today. I should have. I didn't even think about it, to be honest, but this palette is restocking on March 22nd, and it is $43.90 US, not counting shipping. And just beware, this, you can't use any affiliate codes since it's like a new release. You can't use it on that, but if there's anything else you want to pick up on the site while you're already paying for shipping, your, like, any affiliate codes or anything will work with those other items. It just won't deduct it from this, so just something for you to know. The other thing is that this is the final restock of this palette, so if you're interested in it, you know, I'm not trying to be one of those like you'll never be able to get it again, like alarmist type people, but the brand was very transparent that they are doing one restock and this is the last time they'll restock it. So if you do want it, fair warning, this is it for you, friends. So yeah, I think that's all the details about the palette. Let me see if they give a description actually online here of like how many different kinds of shades and stuff like that, in case you're curious, because I know on camera you can't really see like the number of multi-chromes and things like that well. Someday technology will get to the point where cameras will show that stuff well, but we're not there yet, people. Okay, here we go. We've got 16 colors, including 3 different textures of shadows in this palette. 9 of them are matte eyeshadows, so there's mostly mattes. 6 are shimmer eyeshadows, and 1 is multi-chrome. So only 1's considered multi-chrome, but let me tell you, from playing with the shimmers and the multi-chrome, I really think the shimmers are quite transformative and just as impressive as the multi-chrome, although I did only use the multi-chrome in my inner quarter, so it may have more of an impact if you use it over a larger surface area and can see the shift a little bit better. But I'm very impressed with the quality of this. So yeah, that's all the details, and let's go ahead and get into the first impressions and application of this look. All right, so I think I want to do something really kind of like light and spring-ish today. It is almost spring, so I'm gonna lean, I think, more towards the pinks in this look. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you are interested in seeing more looks with this, if you've already got it, if you're gonna get it in the restock, because I would love to play with like the greens and the mustards and the other tones in this palette as well. Let me zoom in a little bit actually so you can see the eyes a little better. All right, so I'm going in with Hela, which is this light pink shade. And I'm basically just using that as a transition shade. I'm using a Morphe M441 if you are wondering. And I'm just gonna do that on both eyes. Oden's Eye, at least their like newer palettes, does have a pretty, what do I wanna call it? Like there's a lot of fallout in the pan, like it's loosely pressed. That's usually how you can get shadow more pigmented, is to not press as hard. But this is definitely a palette you're gonna wanna tap first before you go in to avoid fallout on the complexion. I'm gonna switch to a Morphe JS6, and I'm gonna go in with Goddess, which is this darker pink. I started with this light matte pink. So I'm going here. I'm gonna put that on the outer third. Just blending that at the corner into the first shade. And I'll take a little whatever's excess down below. Again, I would highly recommend tapping that brush before you go into the eye to avoid fallout, because there is quite a bit of kick up in the pan on this one. And I kind of put it as a diagonal here because I want to have a room for a couple different shimmers on the lid itself. This isn't going to be like a super complicated look, but this is like first impressions. I want to play with as many shades as possible. I am familiar with Oden's Eye formula, but I feel like they've updated their formula, if that makes sense. Like their collab with this and Annette, I feel like are way better than the palettes I've tried before that. I don't know if you guys feel the same or not. Let me know in the comments. All right, going in with a Morphe M124 and a bit of glitter primer. I am using the Ulta Beauty brand one just because that's what I have, but you can use whatever you guys have around or would like, or, you know, a setting spray if you want. I just think that with these being duochrome shimmers and things, I really want to make them pop, and giving them a little bit of a tacky base or a little bit of setting spray is really going to help them pop and, of course, minimize any fallout on the complexion. All right, so first I'm going to go in with River, this one right here, and I'm going to put that more towards the outside portion, and I'm using the same brush, like the sticky side, to help pick up that shadow. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't even know how to describe this one, you guys. Like, it's got kind of a brown looking base to it, which is why I put it more in the outer corner. But then it's almost got, I don't know, blue and silver and green running through it. It's very pretty. I'm sure these lights never do these shadows that are shifty like this justice, so I'm sure it is not showing up in all its glory as well on here as it is in person, but take my word for it, it's gorgeous. Okay, and then on the inner parts, I'm gonna go with Hellfire right here, and I've got a Garfield on my lap, proof right here. I left my door open when I was filming. He's been really needy, I think because I've been at work so much the last 2 weeks and I haven't spent a lot of time with him, that he's just really wanting some extra attention. So if you hear some little meows, or he's knocking stuff down too, or you see a little tail, it's Garfield. He's in here with me. So anyway, same brush, going in with Hellfire, which is this like peachy one on the inside. These are so sparkly and reflective. I love it. I wouldn't expect anything else from Angie. I know what kind of shimmers she likes now, especially after her collaboration with Kaleidos, the Club Nebula palette. So if you like that kind of shadow, honestly, these are kind of forming like the Kaleidos ones too. It's a different brand, of course, but she's got, you know, the dark mattes in here as well, and these transformative flaky topper shades in there. So if you like that style of makeup, this is like another color story for you to play with, but in the same style. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going back to Hela in the crease. Lost that a little bit here. I always do that. I feel like I don't put my crease high enough, but it's fine. You can always do what I'm doing and just go back at the end to bring it back in. And then I'm going to take this little Rephr brush, it's the Rephr 3 brush, and I'm going to go in with double-sided. And I'm just going to stick that in the inner corner because I'm so curious about it. I know this is like the super special shade of the palette, at least from the reviews and things that I've seen. Might need a little bit of a spray to show up a bit more, but it's got a nice little pinky shift to it. It really just looks white in the pan, but that is really pretty for an inner corner, and I'm actually going to do it up here on the brow bone as well. Now that's pretty. See, it's just like a very light spring. Like I didn't go super dark in the outer corner with the pink. You definitely could, I'm kind of considering it, use either soot or decay to even further deepen up the outer corners if you wanted to. But I think I just want to keep it kind of light and springy. Like I said, I am going to do a little liner though, and I've been really just liking using shadow as liner. So I'm going to take a Morphe M508, and I am just going to use soot, not to deepen the outer corner, but just to go in and stamp a little shadow liner across the lash line. Just like that. See, I just feel like a little bit of lining and just a little flick really makes a difference. If you look at, you know, this side with nothing, it looks a little bare and naked and incomplete to me compared to this side. Maybe it's just my eye shape, I'm not really sure, but I just feel like it gives the look so much structure than without. What do you guys think? But I also like using a shadow from the palette or a shadow over a liner because I feel like I can like make it look more seamless and blend it into the look instead of a harsh black or brown liquid liner. It's just how I've been feeling lately. And if you did want it to look a lot cleaner, you absolutely could go in with like a little concealer and just touch up the wing underneath here if you wanted it to look really sharp right there. Or like this, I'm not even putting concealer on, I'm just taking a clean brush and kind of blending the bottom of it, further lifting it and giving it that nice blended wing appearance. I really like this, you guys. It looks good. I'm gonna go ahead off camera and add mascara and a lip, and I will be back to show you the final look. Alright, so I added mascara. I ended up going in with the Lunar Beauty Lip Gloss in shade Mystery from the Mystery box. I just felt like the tones suited this look really well, and like I said, I'm going for kind of like a lighter spring look, so I thought like gloss only would just suit the look. So yeah guys, that is all. I hope you enjoyed this little first impressions. Of course, as I said before, let me know if you want to see even more looks on this palette. I'd be happy to do that. And let me know, did you purchase this? Are you going to be checking out in the restock? Or are you just passing on this one? I'd be curious to hear it. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end, and I really hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!